great. And so really, I just want to introduce you to Sean Clark, who's my visitor today. Sean is a chartered surveyor, and he's a fantastic guy. He is a past client, and I've brought Sean along really because I thought it'd be nice for you guys to speak to somebody or to hear from somebody who has been a client. And really, Sean, welcome. And you've already spoken a little bit to the guys here, and just you came along to me, and I just wanted you to, why did you come along to me originally, please?
Okay, so it was all to do with fitness and overall health, actually. So I was training 6 days a week at a home gym, and also cardiovascular work, that sort of thing, just general well-being. And I realised that I hit a plateau in my training, and I wanted to get past that plateau. And I'd kind of eliminated all of the training areas where I could be plateauing, and realised that actually it was my nutrition. And my nutrition wasn't correct. And I'll be very honest, the reason my nutrition wasn't correct was because I could not stand eating most kinds of vegetables, which may sound a little bit random, but I had a very abusive upbringing, and I was force-fed as a child by a very abusive parent. So basically, I needed to unblock the thing that was stopping me wanting to have an all-round healthy, balanced nutritional diet. And I decided that it was a psychological issue. And so I thought I'll need to see Nina to unblock this psychological issue.
Okay, thank you. And how did you feel following the session? Because we worked together for 3 hours, Sean, didn't we?
Yeah, it didn't feel like 3 hours. It was a very comfortable, relaxing. It felt like I was having a bit of a chat, a very one-way chat. But it was a very comfortable session, very relaxing, you know. And it's not like you see on the stage hypnotism, you know, where you have this crazy thing going on and you end up clucking like a chicken at the end of it. It was a much, you're aware of things that are going on around you, and so it's not like you're in a trance, and yeah, you're just very calm and relaxed. It's a very pleasant experience.
Thank you. And Sean, you felt confident enough to recommend some of the people that you know along to me.
Yeah.
And you've had some feedback from them, and I haven't heard it yet. So what was this feedback?
You have? Okay, right. So yeah, a friend of mine suffers with immense anxiety with regard to most things. They're quite highly strung. I've known them since I was a child, and they had anxiety to do with relationships and their child, their little boy. And I've been saying for some time about hypnosis maybe would help them. And things got quite bad for them fairly recently, so I suggested a bit more forcefully that they go see Nina. They did see Nina for, what was it, 1 session, I believe? Yeah, so for 1 session, and I got a message the day after from my friend saying, I can't believe it, but the anxiety's just gone. It's gone completely. I've actually got my phone, I can even show you now. And basically saying she doesn't understand why. She was saying she's waiting for the feeling to come back, and it just isn't. It's gone. So from that, the relationship has already taken a really good turn with her other half, which is a fairly new relationship. Yeah, she's extremely happy that she made the jump to get some help.
Thank you, Sean. That's a lovely feedback, isn't it? Also for you to know that you did some good for her. She's a special friend.
Yeah. I mean, there's been someone else as well, a chap I know called Mark. He suffers with various anxieties. I'll be honest, I'm not a fan of the word anxiety, but he has lots of issues with confidence, low self-esteem, things that have held him back in business and his day-to-day life. And again, he went to see Nina and had.
It froze. I think he's frozen. Oh, it's cut off. Okay, so really, you guys, I just think it's nice for you to. Sorry, your connection seems a bit poor, Sean.
Yeah, I don't know why.
We only heard.
Still frozen?
No, it's okay. Go ahead again. It was about the other chat.
So so Mark, my friend Mark, he had anxieties from childhood again, and it was holding up in business. He's self-employed like I was, And yeah, he's having issues with business and things, and so he's had really good results as well from coming to see you on my recommendation. And there are 2 other people that I need to recommend for various issues. One is domestic abuse, and the other is eating disorder. Like, obviously, I won't say names at this point, but yeah.
No, I'm really happy. Thank you for referring to me always, Sean. That's great. And really, I know that Sean's quite happy to answer questions, and so am I. So if you guys have any questions.
Okay, thanks, Nina. Let me just. Does anyone have any questions for Nina? You, Scott?
So I had a. Can I go?
Yeah, go for Natasha.
Okay.
So
I had a one-to-one with Nina the other day, and I thought it was quite interesting that I come from like a background of quite a little bit suspicious of hypnotherapy or witchy stuff kind of thing. But it was a really great session and really like quite therapeutic for me. I ended up telling her my life story accidentally. And it was good to hear what a session might actually involve, because it kind of put me at ease a little bit more if I was ever to refer anyone or myself. So I wondered if you could share that, Nina, kind of what practicality the session actually involves.
Yeah, absolutely. So it really, absolutely, you are awake and completely in control throughout. That's the thing, and that's reassuring for people. And it's nothing like one of these stage shows at all. It's a mile away, as I call it, from a hypnotist. And it's about, and we spoke about the limbic system in your day-to-day. Paul, you think you spoke about it? It's the emotional part of the brain, and it's this one that holds on to these beliefs that aren't necessarily true. And your subconscious is the one that really needs to be overriding your conscious mind. And that's what I do in very quick successions. That's what I do by combining different words and numbers and different journeys that I take. Each session is different. No session is the same as the one before. It's completely unique for you. And so I will get your mind into this journey where I can get your mind to change those feelings and behaviors that you have. But you are awake and you are in control throughout. And that's whether you're a child, of course, whether you're a teenager or whether you're an adult. So it's unique, and I think in the main, and I can't think of anybody who hasn't come away and said that they feel either relaxed, they've got a calm mind, a still mind, a reassured mind, a confident mind, a dynamic mind, a focused mind.
Dottie.
So before you were a member of the room, there was a hypnotist in the room, hypnotherapist, I should say, Alex. So I had one session with him, and he made me quit smoking, which is great. So after that session he had with me, he said he always knows when he's had a really successful, good session, because he's like red as a beetroot. He feels absolutely exhausted and drained. Do you have any like feelings like that when you've had a really, really good session with a client?
I know I've spoken a lot. Yes, whenever I end a session, I'll always ask checking questions. I'll always say, and you'll probably remember this as well, Sean, you go through, like, just go back to that scenario that you remember where you had those feelings before. Let's go back to that situation, think about it, now try and find those feelings that are associated with that. And people can't find it. That feeling, I know that you've still got quite a craving for. What has he got the craving for, Sean? Still,
it's still red peppers, yeah.
Red peppers, red and green peppers. He's addicted to red and green peppers. Now, I didn't specifically say he was going to be addicted to it. So in answer, Scott, how do I know the session's been good? I know the session's good because I always do a summary sheet. I have a complete paper file of every client, and I will circle the end words that they use when they describe how good they feel. And if it isn't dot on, I'll extend the session and I will get them to feel the way they want to feel.
Right. Anyone got any other questions at all?
Can I?
I think Ruth.
Yeah, Ruth, go for it.
Hi, Nina. We've had a lovely chat already, and want to book in another one. I'm learning about hypnotherapy. Do you help? Do some people come to you to retrieve memories?
Now, they asked me, do I want to do it? But it's not really I mean, regression is something that I've been trained to do, and I can do regression therapy, and I can take people down those channels and take them off in those angles that they want to go. I don't encourage it. I don't advertise it because I'm really not sure the therapy that it evolves. It's more of a fun thing. Yes, people feel that they've got a connection to, they feel as if they've died. They want to find out how they died. I'm not sure, really. I'm not convinced that it actually helps. So I don't encourage it. I would rather refer them on to somebody else who does it more full time.
That's really helpful. Thanks, Nina. That kind of confirmed what I was thinking myself. So thank you.
And Nina, what's the most sort of common thing that people come to see you for? What's the most common, I guess, issue?
Anxiety, feeling out of control. And this whole pandemic is very much, and you know, not feeling certain, not really knowing what the day is about, what tomorrow is about, and feeling out of control. That's the thing. Anxiety following feeling out of control. Fear of failure is common. Fear of failure. With children, it's about being trapped, being stuck in toilets, not daring going to school because somebody's going to climb out and bang on the door. Frightened of killing Nan. That's some. I mean, there's some odd ones. People are coming because they're tired of having to wear 5 masks because that's the only way that they feel they can go outside, or they feel uncertain. They feel. So the most common thing is anxiety.
Right.